Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to study economics lesson, one of the lesson that is money and credit. And in this chapter, we are going to see just a small portion of the chapter in this video. So first of all, I'm going to deal with money. So money is what? It is just a way of exchanging goods for money. So it is a medium of exchange. Suppose you went to a shop, you wanted to buy a candy, and for suppose this candy cost rupees 5 for you, so you are just paying rupees 5 to the shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper is giving you candy. So this is called a medium of exchange. So here the value 5 rupees which you have paid for the candy, that is referred as money. So here for buying anything you need to pay money, pay amount, so that is referred as money. So here we can say that is a medium of exchange where we can sell and we can buy goods. Now what used to happen before, money was not considered to be the medium of exchange, or where the money was not earlier. So when earlier there was no money, no passive was there, no notes were there, so we used to have a barter system. Now what does this barter system means? Barter system means goods were exchanged for goods. Suppose there are two people, one person is having enough amount of wheat, another person is having enough amount of rice, and they both are in need of each other. Person having wheat is in need of rice, and the person having with rice is in need of wheat. So what these two person used to do, they used to exchange their goods. They used to give a few amount of wheats to the rice person, and the rice person used to give few amount of rice to the wheat person for the exchanging of wheat and rice. So in this way their both demand is also fulfilled, and they also exchange the goods for goods. So this is referred as barter system. Now, so there were so many drawbacks of the barter system, and that is why this barter system was rejected. And now in the modern world where we are living, we have the modern forms of currencies. Now what are these modern forms of currencies? So this we can say in the form of notes, 10 rupees note, 100 rupees note, 500 rupees notes. Paise, that is coins, we can see. We used to have ATM, we used to have credit card, debit cards, net banking. So these are the various forms of money, that is modern forms of currency, we can say. Now here in the we can say that if the question arises in your mind that why this money is referred as a modern form of or medium of exchange, we can say why money is considered to be the medium of exchange, then we can easily give an answer in one word, that it is referred as a medium of exchange because it is authorized by the government, first of all, the most important point. And the second is that it is also one of the medium, it is also one of the way through which we can buy or sell the goods. So it is very easy to give the answer to this question. Now in this video we are also going to see about the term double coincidence of wants, because money also solve the problem of double coincidence of wants. Now what is this double coincidence of wants? So now we are going to see here. Double coincidence of wants means, suppose there is a person who is having shoes. Suppose there is a person who is the owner of the shoes, and second person, let us take an example, Y. X person is having shoes. Y person, that is second person, he is having a bag of wheat, and they both are in need of each other. So this is referred as double coincidence of wants, means I have to find it out, and this mainly happens in the barter system. Means suppose that I am in need of wheat. I am in need of wheat means I have to find the person who is having enough amount of wheat, and the person who is the wheat person wanted to have shoes, so he needs to find a person who is having shoes. So here a double coincidence of one means both should be in need of each other, means we have to find the perfect person, perfect partner, where we can easily exchange our goods. So this problem mainly occurs in the barter system, and it is one of the major reason why this barter system was rejected. This barter system was having so many limitation, and double coincidence of wants is one of them. So here you can easily say that money also solves the problem of double coincidence of wants. So here we can say. Now here also we are going to study that just I'm today I'm just talking about role of money in this video. Now in the next chapter we are also going to see about, in the next video will go to see about the credits, because money and credits, two terms are given here in the book. So next is, why are transactions? Suppose transactions, you must have seen that transactions are made in the form of money. So why transaction made in the money? Can you explain it? So here we can easily say that because it is one of the way through which, or process through which or it is mainly considered to be the medium of exchange, because it is authorized by the government, which says that if you want to buy the goods or if you want to sell the goods, you need to have the money. So easily it helped the person to buy or sell the goods for their own demand. So in this way we can say that transactions are made in the form of money only, no other way is there. And also solve the problem of double coincidence of want. Double coincidence of want, what it is, I have already explained in the video. So this video might be not clear to you, but if you listen the audio clearly, it will be useful to you. And side by side I am also giving you the PDF form of this video, where you can write the notes what I taught today in the classwork copy itself. And in the next video we are going to see the next part, because it's very long chapter. Yeah, you need enough time to understand this chapter very well. So I have just taken a short portion of this chapter. Along with the PDF, I am giving you all the notes which I have taught in the video today, so that it will be clear to you. In the next video I am going to talk about the next part of this chapter. I hope I am very clear to you. Thank you.